Hey lads, guess who got bored and decided to stream again today? That's right, it's me. But anyway, yeah, more Steins Gate 0 today. And, yeah. Last time... I don't know what happened last. I'll be honest, I like, okay, I'm like half kidding. I do know, but at the same time, it's, yeah. Stuff happened. That was... Yes. Hey, Aruka. Hope you're doing well today, but hello, Aruka. Hello, Golden. Hope you're all okay, and, yeah, we're just gonna get back into it.
SuzuhaとまゆりはSuzuhaとまゆりは過去へ飛んだのか死んだのかどっちかな。
Oof. Daru stormed up to me infuriated. What, you can't blame me, bro. Jesus Christ.
どういうことだよ。もっとちゃんと教えてくれ。戦闘ヘリがタイムマシンにロケットランチャーをタイムマシンは破壊されて、それに鈴葉とまゆりが乗ってて過去へ飛ぶ直前だったんだ。マシンの残骸は残ってたけど全部じゃなくてなるどれだけ探しても鈴葉もまゆりも死体が見つからなかったんだ。
Jesus.
体の一部さえ残ってなかった。まるで跡形もなく消えたみたいに。あの二人ちゃんと過去に止めたのかな。
Tears I tried so hard to hold back came pouring out. Daru fell to his knees. Ferris and Maho were staring at me, eyes wide in shock. Daru slammed his fist into the floor. I tried to wipe away my tears and realized I was holding something in my right hand. It was a cell phone that Mayuri had given me. She'd told me to read the message on it. It wasn't locked. I opened the mail folder. There were several unsent messages addressed to her friends and family. One of them was addressed to me. Was this what she wanted me to read? With shaking fingers, I tapped the screen to open the message. Oh, man.
ちゃんとお話ししようと思ったけど、うまく言えるかどうかわからないし、オカリンに引き止められると迷っちゃいそうだからメールにしました。
That's an old TV. I mean, it does take place in 2010, so it's a 2010 TV.
私は すずさんと一緒に過去へ行ってきます。なんでってオカリンは怒るかもしれないね。でもこれは私がやらなきゃいけないことなの。だってあの時私の彦星様を、どんなに苦しい時でもいつも立ち上がって高笑いをあげてた強い強い彦星様を暗い雲の向こうに隠しちゃったのは私なんだから。
Man.
私ね、勘違いしてた。みんなは未来をオカリン一人に押し付けようなんてしてなかったんだね。オカリンの周りにはダルくんがいて、すずさんもいて、デカくんもいて、フェリスちゃんもいて、ユキさんもいて、それにマホさんも加わった。だから今度はね、私の出番だって。これはラボメンナンバー002の初めての大きな任務なんだから。
マユリ。
オカリンはきっと心配すると思うけど大丈夫だよ。それにもしも何かあったとしても必ず助けに来てくれるって信じてるから。私の大好きな法院京馬が新しく作ったタイムマシンに乗って必ず。だから私は行ってきます。必ず戻ります。オカリンのところへ戻ってきます。少しだけ待っててね。私は法院京馬のことが好き。でもね、岡部倫太郎のことはもっと好きだよ。
Oh. We love you too, Mayuri.
お前忘れてるだろ。お前は俺の人質なんだぞ。
Oh God.
いなくなったら人質にならないじゃないか。何かあったら助けに来いだと。人質のくせに生意気だろ。狂気のマッドサイエンティストがお前なんかのために、お前なんかのために、お前はバカだ。でももっとバカだったのはこの俺だ。
Jesus. My heart was in pain. It hurt so much. It was just like after I'd killed Karisu. Maybe I'd be better off if I just fell over and died. I'd do anything to be released from this pain. That's not the message to take from this, Okabe. Come on! But in the corner of my tear-blurred vision, I saw it. Kyomaho Wing's final weapon. His last hope. No! It was the thing that had brought me so many nightmares. I staggered to the development room and threw off the cardboard that was covering it. The phone wave! There it was. The phone wave, named subject to change, Unit 02. The thing that Maho and Daru had been working on behind my back. If I could complete this... I turned around and wiped my tears, and saw my friends looking depressed in the middle of the darkened room.
お前たちタイムリープマシンの作り方がわからないと言ったな。俺の言う通りにしてくれるか。クリスの導き出した回をお前たちに伝える。それでタイムリープマシンは起動する。
Let's go. Maho said the one thing she didn't know was how to compress the memory data, which means that everything else was finished, and I knew how to complete it. Daru was the first to nod.
僕やるよ。教えてくれオカリン。
私も手伝うわ。決まりだにゃ。
All three responded with no hesitation. They turned toward me and spoke their answers clearly.
よし。ダル、セルにハッキングをかけてくれ。LHC を遠隔操作する。そこで記憶データを36バイトまで小さくする。それなら過去へ転送できる。
たったの36バイト。
You could tell she was a scientist by the way her face went pale at the number.
けどさ、なんか動作が不安定で、こいつただの電子レンジになっちゃう時があって。
ブラウン管工房の42型ブラウン管。それが点灯している時に電話レンジカッコ仮は機能を発揮する。
Yep.
ブラウン管。あ、そうか。
Just the words CRT were enough for her to figure it out. The life was coming back to their eyes.
それなら完成させられるかも。でも完成したとしていきなり使うつもり？何の実証もせずに人体実験まがいのことをするなんて。
自分の作ったものに自信が持てないのか。
でも
別の世界線でクリスはやってみせたぞ。
それはクリスだからよ。私はあの子にはなれないわ。
Doesn't mean you're not smart enough as you are.
アットチャンネルに書かれたクリスのメッセージを見ただろう。
え？
Lastly, I'd like you to pass a message to the person I respect the most. I always regarded myself as an essentially ordinary intellect, and you were always the person I wanted to be. You were the real Amadeus.
クリスにあそこまで言わせたんだ。なのに逃げる気か。
逃げたりなんかしないわよ。見くびらないで。
Let's go. I nodded back and smoothed back my hair, which had been mussed by the explosion.
今日もこれ。
I'll tell him you got him the lab coat. Ferris brought me my light white lab coat, which had been hanging for ages on the wall in the development room. I bit down on my lip and wiped away the tears one more time. Yeah, this CG again. Man, I love this CG so much. I took the lab coat and slipped my arms through the sleeves. I spun around so that the hem of my coat flew up, and stood triumphantly in the center of the lab, just as I used to. Oh, and Kyoma has risen again. And then I declared in a loud voice,
これより電話レンジカッコ仮2号機を完成させタイムリープを行う。俺に力を貸してくれ。
Let's go!
今度こそ俺は絶対に諦めない。
That's right, my man. I looked at Daru and Ferris and finally at Maho.
たとえ何回何十回何百回ダメだったとしても何千回何万回何億回と挑んで何もかも全て救ってみせる。
Let's go!
鈴葉もマユリもそしてクリスもだ。
My man!
これはその最初の一歩となる。
For the first time in a year, I was back to my old self. My friends saw me and nodded, their faces filled with resolve. It took almost 2 full days to finish work on the phone wave. Meanwhile, the chaos in Akihabara continued, and it wasn't safe to go outside. Working on the time leap machine while knowing that the battles might reach us at any minute, or that a special forces team might burst in at any time, was a hard job that wore on our nerves. But still, we managed to finish the machine somehow. I jumped. Oh shoot.
Emotional damage.
No, it's emotional healing this time. It was emotional damage at the beginning, but it's emotional healing now. The next thing I knew, I was standing in the middle of an Akihabara alleyway. I was holding a cell phone in my hand. I had a nasty headache, and there was a stinging pain in my neck. I felt a pain on one side of my head like a migraine headache. And the left side of my face hurt really bad. My vision flashed with dark and bright spots. I took a look around. The alley was still peaceful. I heard no gunshots and no explosions. The otaku were enjoying their shopping, and girls in maid outfits were calling out to passerby. That alone was enough to tell me for sure. Aruka redeemed emotional healing. There we go. That the time leap was a success. I looked at the time on my smartphone. July 7th, 5:45 p.m. I had around 40 to 50 minutes before the war began. That still wasn't enough. But the 48-hour limit of the time leap machine meant this was as far as I could go. No point in getting negative. If the machine had been finished just a little later, it would have been too late. I should be glad to have made it here at all. I knew what I'd been doing at this time. I was running around Akihabara looking for Mayuri. First, I need to call Maho. There she is.
もしもし、見つかった？
いや、だが場所は分かった。急いでラボに戻ってきてくれ。
I hung up before she could answer and went back to the lab myself. She was already there by the time I arrived.
マユリさん見つかったのよね。迎えに行かなくていいの？
Daru was acting a little awkward, probably because he just hit me.
ヒアジョさん、よくやってくれた。
Let's go.
はい？
I grabbed both of her hands and shook them. Both Maho and Daru seemed confused as to what was going on.
俺は48時間後の未来からタイムリープしてきたんだ。
Let's go!
マジ？
完成させたの？ 最低でもあと48時間以内に。
ああ、
一体どうやって。
説明は後だ。いいか、時間がない。よく聞いてくれ。何人もの命がかかってる。
I'd gone over the mission many times while waiting for work on the phone wave to finish. I'd thought of everything to say.
ヒアジョさん、すぐにアマデウスにアクセスしてクリスと魔法をバックアップごと全部消去しろ。レース記念はあれを平和利用するつもりなんてない。
何を、そんなめちゃくちゃな。
タイムリープしてきたって言っただろ。あと1時間もしないうちに秋葉原が戦場になるんだ。タイムマシンが狙われるんだよ。
Yeah, it's time for action.
それが第三次世界大戦の始まりになる。阻止しないと鈴葉も真由里も死ぬ。
Maho and Daru went pale when they heard that.
マジ？え？マジ？
だから俺の言う通りにしてほしい。
データにはアクセスできるけど、外部からいじるには教授の持っている管理者権限が必要よ。
そこから先はダルの仕事だ。クラックしてデータを完全破壊しろ。
オキドキ！任せろ！
Hey, Sav! Thank you for the hydrate. Let me go ahead and get that sip in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Reading more Steins Gate Zero as usual. Daru started typing at an incredible speed. His daughter's life was on the line. Maho stood next to him and typed in her ID and password to begin accessing Amadeus.
俺はラジカンへ行く。ここは任せたぞ。
I've done 4. We're on the Vega and Altera route, and after this, we'll only have the true ending left, and we'll be done with Steins Gate Zero.
オカリン！鈴葉を頼む！
ああ、任せろ。
Daru didn't even look up from his computer.
鈴葉、真由里。
When I made it to the top of the radio building, Mayuri quickly ducked behind the time machine.
おかり。
Mayuri was trying not to look at me. Her eyes were a little red because she'd been crying so much. She'd heard me talking about Karisu's sacrifice in the Alpha World line. My heart ached again, realizing how much I'd hurt her.
真由里、タイムマシンで過去へ戻るつもりか。
どうして。
俺は48時間後からタイムリープしてきた。全部知ってる。
それ本当。
I nodded.
ここはあと30分もしないうちに戦場になる。
まさかタイムマシンのことがどこかから漏れるの。
あ、
まずい。だったら今すぐに飛ぶしかない。
Suzuha leapt into the time machine.
いや、ちょっとだけ待ってくれ。ダルとヒアジョーさんが今先手を打っているところだ。優秀な2人だ。必ずうまくいくだろう。でももし仮に思い通りにいかなかったら。
行かなかったら。
お前たちは死ぬかもしれない。
かもしれないってどういう意味。オカリンおじさんがタイムリープする前の世界で私たちはどうなったの。というかおじさんがタイムリープしてきたってことは何か致命的な失敗があった。そうなんだね。
didn't know if I should tell them. No, there was no time to hesitate.
鈴葉と真由里が乗っていたタイムマシンは時間跳躍直前にロケットランチャーの直撃を受けた。でも乗っていたお前たち2人の死体はマシンの残骸の中からは見つからなかったんだ。
なるほど。だからかもしれないか。それなら未来は確定してない。まだ成功の可能性は残されてる。
鈴葉ならそう言うと思った。
止めないでよ、おじさん。
Her eyes were filled with resolve. They seemed to say that if I tried to stop her, she'd do whatever it took to ensure I failed. Of course, I had no intention of stopping her. She'd come here to do her job, and there was no way to change her mind. Actually, I'd come here to ensure that she could jump without having to worry about Stratfor's interference. But Mayuri... The uncertainty that had been going in and out of my mind ever since I'd read her message reared its head again.
なあ、真由里、本当に言ってしまうのか。お前に隠し事をしていたのは謝る。でも俺もクリスもみんながお前のことを大好きなんだ。
Oh.
そんなお前を助けたくてこの世界線にたどり着いたんだ。なのにお前が言ってしまったら俺たちは。
おか
り。いや、お前の気持ちは痛いほど分かってるけど。
ねえ、おかりんおじさん。
And then Suzuha spoke so softly.
オペレーションアークライトが発動したんだよ。
オペレーションアークライト。
私が聞かされていた当初の計画とは違う。戻るのは去年の7月28日じゃなくて8月21日になった。
8月21日。
That was the day Suzuha had come in the time machine. And the day I'd given up on everything.
そのオペレーションにはまゆ姉さんも必要なんだ。未来の父さんから私はそう指示を受けた。ついさっき。
なんだって。
In the future, Daru had come up with an operation I knew nothing about. And he needed Mayuri for it? Her unexpected words sent my mind reeling.
おかり。
And then, Mayuri came close enough for me to hold her, and grab my hand tight. She looked a little like she was about to cry. But her eyes were clear and bright.
真由里。
行かせて。
Hmm.
マユシーもラボメンなんだよ。落ち込んじゃってる彦星さんをマユシーがひっぱたいてきてあげるから。お願い。
I remembered what was in that message. I remembered how she must feel right now. The last remnants of my hesitation slowly melted away.
俺一人で 何もかも背負ってると勘違いしていたんだな。周りのことが見えてなかったんだな。マユリだけじゃない。俺の近くにはたくさんのラボメンたちがいるのにな。
おかり。
Uh-oh. What the hell happened? What the... How did we... What? Did we run out of time? I suddenly felt a horrible pain in my leg, as the shock knocked me several meters forward and onto the ground. I looked down at my leg and saw that there was a red stain around the calf. It felt like it was on fire. The pain flared up each time my heart beat, and I couldn't stand. Was I just shot?
お前、かがり。
Oh. A girl in a motorcycle suit was standing there. Kagari had a gun in her right hand, and in her left she was holding what looked like a bomb. What the... There was no sign of the professor or the other men in camo. That much was fortunate, but Kagari had shown up a little earlier than I expected. I hadn't quite planned for this, but evidently I'd run out of time.
マシンに乗るんだ。今すぐ飛べ。
Now, Suzaha!
くだらないことを言って悪かった。お前を守るためなら誰はどんなことでもやってのける。失敗なんてするわけないよな。
ホカリンおじさん。
だからマシンは無事に飛べるだろう。
もちろん。
In fact, there was no sign of anyone but Kagari showing up. That meant that Daru and Maho's efforts had been successful, and they kept the secrets of the time machine out of Strap4's hands.
マユリも行け。早く。
でもおかりは。
Now, Mayuri! She was looking at my injured leg and panicking.
俺のことなら心配ない。14年後までは絶対に死なないからな。
Kagari fired again. The bullet struck less than 30 centimeters away from where it was lying on the ground.
誰も動いちゃダメ。じゃないとその人を殺しちゃうよ。マシンに乗らないで。それは教授に渡すの。その後使い方を教えてもらって、かがりが未来へ帰るのに使うんだから。
No.
構うな。ここは俺が何とかする。早くしろ。スザムだ。係のことは俺に任せてくれていい。
分かった。マヨ姉さん、中へ。
Suzaha pushed Mayuri inside the time machine and out of my sight.
ホカリンおじさん、かがりのこと頼んだよ。
了解だ。
Suzaha followed Mayuri inside, and at the same time the hatch started to close.
ダメだって言ってるのに降りてよ。
Kagari ran up to it. I forced myself to stand up, ignoring the piercing pain, and blocked her way.
邪魔はさせない。
うるさい。どけ。
断る。
どけよ。
Ooh. Kagari kicked my injured leg, and hard. The pain made me so dizzy I could hardly stand. Kagari slipped past me and tried to grab onto the time machine. She was gonna use the bomb in her hand. If she did, things would turn out the same as last time. My time leap would be wasted.
降りろじゃないとこの爆弾でマシンを壊す。
やめろ
I grabbed her from behind and wrapped my arms around hers. I pulled her away from the machine, ignoring the pain in my leg.
分かってるのかそんなことすればお前の大事なママが死ぬんだぞ
でも私は
おとなしくしてくれ頼むから
Mayuri tossed a hard drive to me from the almost completely closed hatch. What? What fell on the floor was the thing Karisu had left behind for Maho.
これはクリスのどうしてここに
Wait, what? I thought Russia had destroyed it.
父さんを怒らないでやって。これからのタイムマシン研究に必要なものだと思うから。
I could just barely hear Suzaha's voice from within the machine. So that was it. Daru had hid it in the time machine? Oh!
それじゃあオカリ行ってくるね
Okay, go already! I'm worried about you dying! I could see Mayuri looking at me from the small gap in the door. That's right. This was a temporary goodbye. I'd see her again someday. Right, Mayuri? So I'd send off my brave Lab Mem 002 with my head held high.
頼んだぞラボメンナンバー002椎名真由里
No.
オペレーションアークライトを完遂しろ情けないこの俺をひっぱたいてきてくれ
任せて
Oh.
オカリ私ねオカリンのこと大好き
Oh god, that just uppercutted my heart. Jesus Christ.
あ
At least say I love you too back! Come on! I smiled as the hatch sealed completely shut. The time machine started to roar. I felt like I heard a helicopter in the distance. I believed in him, but for now I had no proof that Daru had been able to crack the complicated Amadeus system and delete every bit of data. Yeah, he loves Karisu, but he could just say that and he loves her as a friend. Like, come on! It was possible that the Special Forces teams from all around the world were converging on Akihabara right now. Imagining that made me want to hurry. Quickly. Go quickly! I felt like praying as I watched the pale light surrounding the time machine.
行かないでママ鈴葉お姉ちゃん
Kagari's cry went unanswered. Okay, good. A bright light covered the time machine, and it vanished from this world.
成功だ
Kagari sobbed and glared at me with eyes full of hate.
どうしてママを行かせた
She shook away my hands and pointed the gun at my head. I stared her dead in the face.
君の素晴らしいママは鈴葉と一緒に世界をダメにしたバカな男を叱りに行ったんだこの世界のためにとっても大事なことをしてきてくれるんだ
嘘だママも鈴葉お姉ちゃんもかがりを置き去りにしていったんだ
It's not like that, Kagari.
嘘じゃない。俺も君がもっと幸せな場所でまゆりと出会えるようにこれから頑張ってみる。だからもうやめにしような。
そんな話信じられない。
いや、君なら信じてくれるはずだ。だって俺は君が本当は誰でどんなに優しい人かよく知ってるから。
Oh. The gun barrel started to shake a little.
私を知ってる？
知ってる。俺は48時間後からタイムリープしてきたからな。
Kagari put her hands to her head as her body spasmed with pain. Oh god!
神様の声が
Oh, that's not good.
騙されるなって言ってる。お前は嘘つきな敵だって。殺してしまえばママのところへ帰れるようになるって。世界を破壊しようとする悪いやつは殺せって。それで私は元の世界へ戻れる。
Kagari wasn't making any sense. Was this brainwashing? Had the professor done something so cruel?
わからないわからないわからないわからないよ。
I grabbed the flailing hand that held the gun and looked deep into her eyes. She was crying and scared.
聞くんだ。ママはきっともう戻ってこない。でもこれから俺たちが頑張ればもしかしたらママも君も幸せな形で一緒に暮らせる世界が訪れるかもしれない。君のママはそのために時間を飛び越えていったんだ。そのママの気持ちを台無しにしちゃダメだ。君は今からでもやり直せる。
神様の声に逆らってもいいの？
That's no god that's trying to tell you something. That's a demon. You don't need to listen to him at all, Kagari.
あ、
The voice of God she was hearing was probably the professor's brainwashing. How far it had sunk its claws into her mind, I had no way to tell. But now we had Maho, a specialist in brain science. If we work hard at treatment, I'm sure she'll be okay.
ねえ、岡部さん。
Her voice was normal again.
ママに会いたいよ。会えるかな？
会えるさ、いつか。
よかった。
Why? There was another sudden gunshot. Kagari's body collapsed right in front of me. God damn it. I looked over at where it came from and saw another girl in a black motorcycle suit. She wasn't wearing a helmet, so I could tell it was Moeka Kiryu, pointing a gun at us. Her face was deathly pale, and she was crying. "So you decided to just kill Kagari?" Someone's best girl, by the way. I won't name drop them, but you know who you are.
なんでお前がこんな。なんでだよ、桐生萌か。
FB ねえ FB 私あんな女になんか騙されなかった。こんなの偽物の携帯だって分かったよ。だからお願い、私を見捨てないで。FB
How did she figure that out? The cell phone fell from her hands. Another shot from her gun blew it into fragments. I held Kagari in my arms. Her chest was turning red. I guess since it's the same timeline, technically, she was just fated to die at this point, unfortunately.
よかった。神様の言う通りにしても間違うことあったんだ。自業自得ですよ。彼女の心を踏みにじって利用しようとしたから。ごめんなさい。こんな子になるつもりじゃなかったの。ねえママ、どこなの？
Her voice grew thinner. Moeka Kiryu collapsed some distance away. Her eyes were unfocused, and all she did was mumble. She didn't seem capable of coherent thought. Both of them would be in danger if I didn't get them to a hospital. But... dozens of men in camo jumped over the fence on the roof out of nowhere. Even Daru and Maho couldn't succeed in this short a time span. Or was this world line going to converge so that war started here no matter what? No, but...
無駄なんかじゃなかったさ。
yeah, at least we got Suzuha and Mayuri out of there. For sure. If nothing else, they'd bought me time. And that had delayed the attack long enough for Suzuha and Mayuri to leave. That's right. In this instant, we'd already won. The way forward was still uncertain, but there was no doubt that the path to Steins Gate lay before me.
目標1ロスト。目標2、目標3もロスト。どうなってる？
The leader was talking on his radio. I could see attack helicopters in the sky. I heard that siren again.
ゲリラ攻撃情報。ゲリラ攻撃情報。当地域にゲリラ攻撃の可能性があります。屋内に避難し、テレビ、ラジオをつけてください。
The war was starting. Just as I had thought. Even the time leap couldn't change that.
ウィンターロじゃないか。
Yep. Couldn't get them this time, you little snake. Leskinen appeared from behind the men in camo. That's right. He was a secret member of Stratfor, just like them.
なぜここにかがりは死んだのかい聞かせてくれ、リンタロウ。タイムマシーンはどこに
I lay Kagari down on the ground and slowly rose back up. Blood wouldn't stop coming out of the wound on my leg. The pain was getting worse. But even still, I stood up proud and strong. In front of the men with their guns. In front of the attack helicopter with its rocket launchers. In front of the professor. In front of the war that was about to begin. I laughed as loud as I could in that voice. Oh my god. Mike, I can't be loud, but my absolute king! Oh my god. This might be the... Dude, I can't see the full thing, but this might be the best CG. Again. There it is! If only he still had the coat on. Oh, man. Oh.
貴様らが手に入れようとしたタイムマシンはもうここにはない。この時代にはもう存在しないのだ。残念だったな。せいぜい悔しがるがいい。
Oh, man.
そして恐れるがいい。この法王院教魔は貴様らにも運命にも負けることはない。
Let's go!
俺は必ずシュタインズゲートを見つけてみせる。
Let's go! My man, my king! That's right. This was the beginning of the long epigraph necessary to reach Steins Gate. Madness is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Einstein had once said that, when he despaired of human folly. But now I would gladly give myself over to that madness and folly. I would use every bit of dedication and obsession within me to seek the lone different outcome, which the laws of God could not reach.
それがこの俺の選択だ。
Let's go! God! So epic, man. That's it? Oh my... Great route. Great route, let me first say. But ending it right there, oh my god. Man. Oh my god. I love Steins Gate. I love Kyoma. I love everything, man. It's so epic, man. God. Man. Maybe an after image or something? We'll see, we'll see. But, well, we only got a true end left now. I actually gotta check how to get true end. Let me see. But y'all can enjoy this music in the meantime. Let's see. Where's my guide? There it is. If you've already completed the PR route, the true end should unlock the instant you finish the VA route. If you finish VA before PR, you will need to finish it VA again. Wait, what? So how do I get to the true route? Question mark. What? Wait, what do you mean? How do I get to the true route then? Am I just stupid? Am I not understanding that? I guess we'll see. Hold on. And we still have a good amount of time left today. We'll do some of True Route today. Probably won't be able to finish True Route, but we'll do some. Now I think about it, I probably should have just finished, this route yesterday, but oh well. That was epic, though. I loved that. I absolutely loved that. What if True Root was like a moment like in the OG Steins Gate where it interrupted the credits? Or something? That would have been awesome. But it doesn't look like that's what it is. You guys remember that, though? When, like, you unlocked the True Root in the OG Steins Gate and, like, bumped into the credits? Huh? Milky Way Crossing. Wait. Oh. Oh, was it an after credits thing?
因果は成立した。計画の最終段階について話そう。
Wait, let me... I've got to check, actually. Let me see. You guys remember that, right? Only I probably do. It's fine. I want to check, actually, real quick. How do I go back to the main menu? Here we go. Playlist. Oh, no, I guess VA was just not finished. Whoops. Let me go back. Sorry about that. I was just curious.
因果は成立した。計画の最終段階について話そう。ダイバージェンスを変え、未知の世界線、シュタインズゲートへ到達する計画だ。
Does Rentaro sound a lot more mature? Is this future Rentaro?
ちなみに、シュタインズゲートと命名したのは俺だ。なぜシュタインズゲートなのか、お前ならわかるはず。
He's sending the message! He's sending the video message! He's recording it for the past Okabe right now.
特に意味はない。そうだろ。
Indeed. (2025 AD). The Future Gadget Laboratory, aka the Lab. It was also the headquarters of the resistance organization, Valkyrie. Once located in a room in a multi-purpose building in Akihabara, it had been moved to a new base after the Third World War. The place was far too filthy to be called a real lab. But it was without a doubt the home of the best minds in the world as they searched for a way to reach Steins Gate. In the center of the room, Rentaro Okabe was delivering a monologue, posing like a stage actor as his white coat flapped.
お前が立っている場所は、俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ到達できた瞬間なんだ。
Do we have another contender for best CG? I have to see the whole thing.
俺の計画の下準備は完了した。あとはお前次第だ。最終ミッション、オペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する。
Operation Scold, man. Let's see. Operation Scold, the final mission to reach Steins Gate, given by Rentaro Okabe in the year 2025 to himself in the year 2010. The parameters for the mission's success were as follows: change the results of the established events, without changing the events themselves. Deceive the original Rentaro Okabe. Deceive the world. Scold is the youngest of the three Norn sisters, the goddesses of fate in Norse mythology. She sits at the Erd Spring at the base of Yggdrasil, the world tree, where she tends to the tree's growth. Scold is the goddess that controls the future, and is also one of the Valkyries.
確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ。
Oh, okay, we have the whole thing. We have the whole thing. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Look at Ferris right there. It's just like, I gotta get this. I gotta record this. Oh, that's so good. Kurisu, aka Maho Hyajo, was staring at him, annoyed from a distance away. Why did you call her Kurisu in quotation marks? Kurisu was Maho's codename in Valkyrie. Oh, I see. Maho turned toward Itaru Hashida, who was sitting right next to her.
ねえ、あれはあれでいいの？
多分ね。
Itaru was grinning. He was history's greatest super hacker, and he loved Kill Halloween too much. I don't need your love, daughter. I'm good without it.
みんなと一緒にあれを見ることになる2010年の凛太郎は恥ずかしくないのかしら？
No, he won't. No, he won't.
大丈夫。その頃はもっとすごかったから。
Mm-hmm.
ああ、そう。
Maho sighed and shook her head. But even as she sighed, inside she was so sad that she felt her heart was going to burst. She probably wasn't the only one feeling that way. Itaru, Luka Urashibara, and even Rumiho Akiha, who was doing the filming, all seemed a little sad when they thought about what was to come.
最初のお前を騙せ。世界を騙せ。
We were only able to reach Steins Gate thanks to this Rintaro and what he went through.
それがシュタインズゲートに到達するための選択だ。
And then Okabe walked toward the camera that Rumiho was holding. He'd insisted on standing away from the camera with his back turned, to give it more atmosphere. So why was he walking towards it now? Maho sighed again. Okabe took the camera from Ferris and brought the lens up to his face. And then he said the final line.
健闘を祈るぞ。狂気のマッドサイエンティストよ。
Yes!
エル。プサイ。コングル。
Kongaru. Man. And then he stopped the recording, and the video message to the past was complete. It had taken 15 years to get to this point. It was such a long time. And at the same time, it had felt so short.
はい、これでバッチリだにゃ。
よし。あとは D メールと一緒に過去へ送信。ルカ子、送り先とタイミングを間違えるなよ。
はい。今のは2010年の京馬さんの携帯アドレスへ。
Man, we've never gotten to see future Lukaku, and why isn't he in this CG? What the hell?
さっき撮ったイタルさんのムービーメールは2011年の鈴葉ちゃんへですね。
ああ、よろしく頼む。
Okabe came over to Maho and the others, his white lab coat flapping as he walked.
お疲れ様。
これでシュタインズゲートへの道筋はついた。
It's all thanks to everybody. Everybody helped make this happen. And every iteration of them helped pave the way towards this amazing conclusion. Nobody's sacrifice was in vain.
今の俺にできるのはここまでだ。あとは2010年の俺次第といったところだな。
He won't fail you.
おう。
なんだ、ずいぶん暗いじゃないか。
だってやっぱりみんな不安だもの。タイムマシンの試作機でいきなり有人実験なんて。
Maho looked up at the huge time machine, unit number FGC-193, behind them. It was almost the same shape as the C-204 model that had appeared in Akihabara in 2010, but it was still a prototype with many unstable parts.
大丈夫だ。俺は有能な右腕たちを信用してるからな。絶対に成功する。
Exactly.
あなたが死ぬのは2025年。この世界線ではそれが確定している。 だからって自分から死にに行くような真似は感心しないわ。
They'd had this debate 1,000 times before. Maho herself had thought she'd come to terms with it, but at the last minute she found herself bringing it up again.
確かに俺はかつて鈴葉からそう言われた。2025年に死ぬと。あいつの話じゃ真由里をかばって暴漢に刺されるんだったかな。今この場に真由里はいないが世界線は収束する。だから俺は今年で死ぬものだとずっと思い込んできた。けどな。
Okabe flipped his white lab coat up a little too dramatically and put his hand to his chest.
それは必ずしも死の必然とは限らないんじゃないか。
Oh?
この俺が2025年にこの世界線から消えるという選択もまた死と同じ意味に解釈できると思ったんだ。
Oh?
どういうこと？
This theory was new to Maho.
つまり2025年に俺がこの世を去るというのは別に死ぬわけじゃなくて、記念すべきタイムマシン初号機に乗り別の時空間へと無事に旅立ったことを意味していたのだ。
Oh?
ものすごいポジティブシンキングだわ。
でも仮説としてはありだろう。
True. The world can be
世界は騙せる。
Oh yeah, that's the message we sent in PR route. The world can be tricked. Connect the possibilities. Deceive the world.
別の世界線から届いたそのメッセージが俺に勇気を与えてくれた。
Everything connects. Everything has meaning.
これから俺がやろうとしているのはオペレーションスクルドの実証実験みたいなものでもあるんだ。
そう、確かにそうね。
But to Maho and the others, it was all the same. After 2025, Rintaro Okabe would be gone. He would never come back. He wasn't saying it, but he knew it too. He stared at each of his friends for a moment in turn, as if to help him memorize their faces. Most of the founding members of Valkyrie and the former members of the Future Gadget Lab were here to see him go. Mitaru Hashida, Rumio Akiha, aka Ferris Nyan Nyan, Luka Urishibara, Maho Hyajo, and standing quietly in the back, Yuki Hashida. Oh! Yuki's here?! A 7-year-old Suzaha Hashida was hiding behind her legs.
みんな今日まで俺みたいな男によくついてきてくれた。だが神の摂理を相手にした戦いはまだ続く。次は2036年だな。それまでよろしく頼む。ワルキューレの健闘を祈る。
As she listened to Okabe's final goodbye. Maho tried her best to stop herself from crying. She couldn't cry here. She decided long ago that she'd keep hope in her heart, and she watched him go.
よし、そろそろ逃げた人質を捕まえに行くか。
Oh, that line was too hard! Oh my god!
鈴葉のこともよろしくな。
任せろ。こいつに乗せてあるカーブラックホールのトレーサーがあれば きっとうまくいくさ。
That was a special device that only the C-193 was equipped with. It was capable of tracing the space-time distortion continuity created by a Kerr black hole, anywhere from 70 million years in the past to the future. You could call it a time machine tracker. It had been specially designed to allow them to find another time machine. Of course, they had only one reason for making it. To find Mayuri Shina and Suzuha Amane, who had gone beyond the space-time horizon on Tanabata in 2011. They'd guessed that when the battery on the C-204 failed, it had lost the ability to properly time travel. So after finding them with the C-193, Okabe would give them a spare battery and send them back to this time. If possible, he'd go too. They could do that. This mission would be 100% complete. But doing that with this prototype time machine would be extremely difficult. Okabe had to have known that. Perhaps he was thinking of sacrificing himself to send Mayuri and Suzuha back to this time.
じゃあ行くよ。
おう。
待ってください。
Kagari? The last member of the Future Gadget Lab, Kagari Shina, came running onto the floor. You survived?
かがり、姿が見えないと思ったらどこへ行ってたの？ごめんなさい。これを取ってきたんです。
No, that was Suzuha that's 7 years old.
オカリンさん、持っていてください。お守り。
Also, she's talking very mature, so I doubt this is a 7-year-old Kagari. Yeah, it's definitely not a young Kagari. Kagari handed him a faded green Upa keychain.
いいのか？君の大切な宝物だろ？
はい。だからこそです。絶対に返してください。ママと一緒に。
Oh.
わかった。必ず返すよ。必ずな。
Okabe took the keychain and gave everyone one final firm handshake. Finally, he came to Maho.
元気で。
君もな、クリス。いや、マホ。
Oh.
ねえ。
ん？
シュタインズゲートは実在すると思う？
It does. There's no think. It does.
まゆりさんが死ぬことなく、そしてクリスも犠牲にならない、そんな狭間の世界線が本当にあると思う？
There is. It was the first time she'd asked that in 14 years, since the battle began on that year's Tanabata.
あるさ。絶対に。
Yes. Oh shit. Rentaro Okabe, Kyoma Hohoin, answered her with a smile. But his smile seemed so sad that Maho couldn't help but cry.
泣くなよ。
泣いてないわよ。
It's okay. It's okay to let it out, Maho. Oh. Maho gave him a hug and swore to herself that she'd never forget his warmth and conviction.
いってらっしゃい。
Oh god. Okabe nodded a little. You've got this, Okabe.
よし、全員下がれ。これよりオペレーションを開始する。なお、作戦名は
Exactly, Golden.
オペレーションアルタイルとする。
Yes! He shouted as if trying to raise his own spirits, not just everyone else's. And then he entered the cockpit of the FGC-193 time machine. Maho and the others quickly began the countdown sequence to start the time machine. Since this was a trial run too, they needed to record all the data they could get. A low roar enveloped the whole machine. The vibration and noise were so loud that the building shook a little. But as far as Maho could tell, the data was normal. The thick hatch of the time machine was slowly closing. And then there was the sharp sound of it sealing tight, cutting Okabe off from the rest of them, forever.
うまくいくわよね。
It will.
大丈夫。京馬は必ずやり遂げるにゃ。
No stronger protagonist in anything.
その通りです。不可能を可能にする人ですから。
Exactly.
ああ、それでこそ僕たちのオカリンなわけでね。
オカリンさん。
There he goes. A rainbow-colored fog started to rise up around the machine. The sound of the engine grew so loud that it threatened to blow out their eardrums, and no one could hear a thing.
オカリン!
Itaru screamed, unable to hold back any longer.
お前の死が確定してるとか、んなことどうでもいい。やっぱここへ戻ってこい。
みんなずっと待ってるから。私も待ってるから。絶対に帰ってきなさい。
As they screamed, the machine started to fade away. And then... just as he'd promised on that distant day, he followed the two Orahimes. With a blinding flash of light, the time machine took off from the year 2025, heading for a time far away, and disappeared. God dang, man. Oh! Can you guys hear that well? I know it's kind of quiet.
自らの力を持って滅びゆく有限。英知を持つ者こそ最も愚かであるのは歴史からも読み取れる。海に生ける魚は陸の世界を知らない。彼らが英知を持てばそれもまた滅びゆく。人間が光の速さを超えるのは魚たちが陸で生活を始めるよりも滑稽。これはそんな神からの最後通告に抗った者たちによる執念のエピグラフ。
Oh shit. So we know that's Maho that was talking. Oh shoot. Amadeus? Steins Gate 0. Wait. Is this the ending? Is this the ending? It feels like it. Wow. What? an experience. Let me just say that much. Wow. Wow. That... Man. This was an amazing sequel. Whatever. I'm just gonna call it a sequel. Who cares? What did you guys think of this whole experience? I'm pretty sure that's all of Steins Gate, though. Wow. I loved this. I think it was an excellent continuation and explanation of things that happened in future Okabe's time. This was amazing. And let me say, I love this ending song. Wow. I'm mostly speechless for the most part. I don't think there could have been a better ending to this series, honestly. The Steins Gate series in general, it's something that can't be ever replicated in terms of its magnitude, honestly. Can we McDonald's, you promised? I don't even know what that means. Oh. Now, go to the world that is still unseen. Milky Way crossing completed. New item added to CG library. New wallpaper was added to the wallpaper setting. Is that it? Oh, okay. So Vega and Altair was Mayuri's route, technically. And Milky Way crossing was Okabe's route. I'm missing 2 tips somehow, but I'm not even going to worry about that. I'll get that sometime other. Wow. Just wow. That was an experience. Oh, is this the final CG? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. I like that. I like the stylization of this. Wow. Okay. And yeah, here's the final CGs of those routes. Man. Ah, it's so good. It's so good. I think that means we finished Steins Gate 0. I didn't expect the true end to be that short. I don't know about you guys. It seems like it was just a little add-on to Vega and Altair, it seems. I don't know how I missed the other tips. 99 and 165, it seems, but I'll just have to figure that out some other time. But yeah, man. That's Steins Gate 0, chat. What do we think? God tier or God tier? I'm gonna go with God tier. Oh, man. Man. Scold tier. That's perfect, Sav. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. The route endings with the characters are in brawn tubes. Ah, that's actually a cool little detail. Technically have 30 minutes before I usually end. I don't know if I want to do the Steins Gate tier list right now, though. Should we go ahead and do the Steins Gate tier list? I mean, we know all the characters now, so... Let me see if I can find a good one. We'll see if we can find a good one. Steins Gate tier list. No. Maybe I should just try to make my own. And then we do it on another stream. Moeka triple S tier, shut up. I'd save 2 for later myself, because you can get all the characters you want to get in, but you can always do one now and the official one later. Yeah, what it's looking like is I feel like I'm gonna have to create one myself. Does this have all the important characters? I can't even tell because I cropped it so poorly. Yeah, I might have to make one myself. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Okay, yeah, we'll save the Steins Gate tier list for another time. But yeah, as for Steins Gate as a series, that's over. We'll have to move on to something new, chat. We'll have to move on to something new. Until they come up with a third Steins Gate, that is. That's in the works. Oh, man. I don't like change. Golden's like, no, Dad. Don't take me away. I'm like yanking him from Steins Gate. Come on, Golden. It's time to move on to something new. No, I don't want to go. You can't take me away from here. I'm like, come on, Golden. Come on. Time to watch it. No! Yeah, we will have to watch the Steins Gate anime. That's true. We'll do that on anime nights, though. Back to Kamifuda. No, we're not going back to Kamifuda. That's not happening. Let's see who we can raid, though. Ooh, there's someone playing Steins Gate. Ooh. I say we raid the Steins Gate player. I don't know about you, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and type this in their chat. Watch Steins Gate, then the OVA prior to the movie, then Zero, then the movie. Got you. Actually, let me take a screenshot of that message. Okay, there we go. Okay. We are raiding. Who is this person? Raid. Oh god. Currently dying. Oh wow. But with a Q. Alright. This is the greatest bear raid of all time. Well, yeah, gotta share the Steins Gate love with somebody that's playing it. But yeah, this was a great chat. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow with the Steins Gate tier list. I hope you all have a lovely night, and I can't wait to see y'all again. Have a good one. And yeah. Oh yeah. Let me add L-Sai Kongru to the raid message. That's a good idea. Okay. Post. L-Sai Kongru. Let me add that to this one as well. And then, okay, here's the updated raid message. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I hope you all have a good one. L-Sai Kongru.